Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Ondo's price chart, and what we expected pretty much played out. You see, if you remember the last time that we talked about Ondo, I think we were around the lows in here, and the idea was that this can absolutely be a 1 2 3 4 5 wave up, which is a great sign. Why? Because in terms of Elliott waves, if you want to say the low is in, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low a 1 2 3 4 5 wave, and we said also followed by that there's actually a very good chance this is going to be a correction structure down, potentially an ABC or maybe a WXY in form of a double zigzag. And I said what we want to see in order to be more bullish with more confidence is yet another strong move up, and we absolutely got that move. Now here's the situation. Let's go around here. Okay, you see, in terms of classic trends, in a downtrend, we are going to have a series of lower highs and lower lows. And question, when can we say maybe the trend has changed? You already know the answer. When we get a move up and in it, we take the previous major pivot high right in here. And that high in Ondo, in my view, translates to this one right in here, about exactly $1, which as you can see recently, we absolutely took it. So we can say this was a downtrend, a series of lower highs and lower lows, and since we took this important high, you know what, maybe the trend has changed, and Elliott waves also supports that scenario. Question is, what do we want to see in Ondo from here moving forward if the bullish count is happening? Well, in that case, I think exciting times, at least in the short term, are indeed ahead of us. Why? Because this can be on a higher degree 5 up into a 1 correction for wave 2, and what's next if this count is happening? You know the answer, big move up into wave 3 4 5. And in terms of Elliott waves, you want to remember that wave 3 is usually quite a strong and sharp move on the upside, and if not, well, okay, at that point we can expect wave 5 to get massively extended, and in it we see some very strong price action. Also, overall and on some higher degrees, let's go on 30-minute time frame, maybe even H4 time frame is best. There we go. What do we have starting from the lows? So clear cut impulse up into wave 1, followed by an ABC running flat into wave 2, very strong and clear 1 2 3 4 5 into wave 3. Now I'm going to say this was most likely a WXY in form of a double zigzag into wave 4, and it is actually the perfect fit for our wave 4, since into wave 2 we had an ABC, and at the moment we are having another strong move into wave 5, which I believe the bare minimum target for it is going to be taking this important high, the height of our wave 3, about, let's say, $1.2. But I'm thinking we can actually go a bit higher than that. Maybe like $1.50 Ondo is not really going to be that much of an unrealistic target. So in Ondo, we are, in my view, looking extremely bullish, and so far everything seems very much optimistic, and even in the short term, I do think that you have a good argument for this move up continuing a bit more. Also, let's go on some higher time frames and see what is happening in indicators. So first things first, this is a rather good bearish candlestick, right? Well, here's the situation. It is good, it is strong, that's absolutely fine. But if in the current weekly candlestick we manage to completely cover this candle, that's actually going to be an extraordinary bullish sign, suggesting bulls are very much back with absolute authority, and our move up is going to continue. This is one very important bullish pattern that I need you to have your eyes on, and it's actually called a bullish engulfing. Also, when it comes to indicators, we are seeing very much optimistic signs, because in MACD now we are having confirmed buy signal in weekly time frame. And for example, the last time that we got that signal, it was right at, yep, this candlestick about $1. And what happened? We got almost like a 100% move on the upside. So the fact that we are having a buy in here, in my view, is a very bullish sign. Now, pay attention. In a stock RSI, we are having a sell signal. However, this signal at the moment is not confirmed yet. When will it get confirmed? When we get a candle close in weekly time frame. In other words, you need to sort of kind of wait until the end of the week, and at that point, if we still have this thing, I guess that can be maybe in like very short time a bit of a bearish sign, suggesting most likely we are just going to have some more chopping around. And then because of MACD, you need to remember that the overall trend is indeed bullish, and we are going to continue our move up. So When it comes to indicators in weekly time frame, I think the general theme is bullish. And what is going on in daily chart? Okay, this is fantastic. Now we are having buy signals in MACD and stock RSI at the same time. But you know what? Just wait a little bit and see a confirmed buy signal in MACD. At that point, you can say this move up is going to continue with much more confidence. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ONDO. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.